used to have your back. Tell me that you get past. Tell me that you get past.
Alright guys, so this is just gonna be me rambling a little bit in this video. I don't know what to title this video. Either or, I'm probably gonna tackle both of these videos because y'all know how I do if you're new to the channel with this video, because I might get some traffic with this one. I'm not sure. But I don't know if to title it why I hate SJWs. I don't know. I'll title something. Why I despise SJW in cartoons, why I despise a political agendas in cartoons, etc., whatever. I'm gonna title that. I'll figure that out later. But this is me talking about how cartoons today, more so. I've been seeing this a lot lately after Young Justice too. I think a lot of people waiting for my review of Young Justice, and I'm going to have that video out because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was not a fan of the last season what they did. I know what they were trying to do with it. I didn't like it. I felt like when you start incorporating what's going on in the real world into cartoons or any type of media like television, I don't like it. If it's done a smart way, people compared fucking Donald Trump to Kevin Spacey House of Cards character, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, but see, this Kevin Spacey character came out before Donald Trump, so that was already fine. I mean, but it's just the way they did it for Young Justice and She-Ra, and now a lot of people are upset that She-Ra might be getting canceled because of He-Man. He-Man is coming back. I still say the 2002 version should come back. That's my favorite version. But a lot of people say they don't like that. They want She-Ra. She-Ra's better. No, it's not. Without He-Man, there would be no fucking She-Ra. So all these HJW Neanderthals, these LGBT, the alphabet community, which they are now being called, fuck them. They need to relax because before She-Ra, there was He-Man. And I think the reason they're doing it is because She-Ra's not really letting the world on fire. I'm going to be honest with you. The first season was average at best. 6 out of 10. That second season is broken up into 3 parts, which I don't know why. Second season was about, how many episodes? 7 or 6? Were terrible. That was terrible. I don't care what nobody says. That shit was garbage because they didn't progress any storylines. It was just alphabet community agenda, I like to call it. Alphabet community agenda. ACA. The alphabet community agenda. That's all they were trying to do. Bo's parents were fucking gay. Sparkle, whatever that girl is named, she doesn't know she's in her feelings because of Bo moving on and having other friends or dancing with somebody else. The princesses are telling the world that men's are stupid. So it was the alphabet community agenda. That's what I like to call it. And it was bullshit. Now the second season that was released in July, third season, excuse me, which they're calling it, which I still think is second season because it's broken up in parts. I don't know why Netflix does this, but it is what it is. That was better. It handled it better. And what I mean by it handled it better, it was because they progressed storylines and it was just that. That one was a solid 7. That last one, I told you, season 2, which I will call it for now, was bullshit. And that was a fucking 4. And I'm being generous. Some people gave it 2s and 3s. I gave it a 4. Just there was no progression. This one has some progression. But the point is, the alphabet community agenda is bullshit. It's just bullshit to me. If you want to have lesbians, fine. Tell a good story with that. They don't. If you want to have gays in there, fine. Tell a good story with that. They don't. If you want to have trans in there, fine. Tell a good story with that. They don't. If you want to have bisexual in there, fine. Tell a good story. They don't. None of these cartoons have done a good job. Legend of Korra has done it before. The story, I still think season 3 was better than season 4. But again, the story still was good, but it didn't take over the whole show. Towards the end it did, which was fine. Whatever. Fans had what they wanted. Sami and Core, which I'm like, of all people, those two, Princess Bubblegum and fucking Marceline. Okay, fine. Steven Universe and all that bullshit, fine. But Steven Universe they already stated that in the beginning. This show was already not even agenda driven. It was already built into that, which is fine. The story kind of got lackey towards the end, fine. But I don't want to see that overtake the story and the show. If you're just making a show to please that small demographic, because it's a very small demographic, it's not a huge demographic. A lot of people are not asking for shows like this. We want shows to have that diverse in there, but I want a story. If you can't give me that, then fuck you. I think it's shit. She-Ra has a alphabet community agenda. It's the ACA, I like to call it. It's nothing but a agenda. I don't want that in my cartoons. I don't want that. I don't want that in my cartoons. Not all the time, unless you're telling a good story. This video is going to get disliked anyway because people are not listening to what I'm saying. That's personally fine. But I want a good story. The problem with Star Wars The Last Jedi, it's not a good film. Rian Johnson can come out and say, well, The Empire Strikes Back wasn't that great. It told a good story. Last Jedi was all over the goddamn place. That was a terrible film. Coming from a man who did fucking Looper, one of the best time travel films to date. Not one of the best of all time, but it's one of the best in the top 10 category. And you telling me you can't do a good story with Star Wars? With no time travel? Are you fucking kidding me? And for him to say, well, the Empire Strikes Back wasn't that, oh, you get the fuck out of here. That's why Spider-Man is getting shit on the way it is too, because Far From Home couldn't even live up to Raimi's film. It can never touch it. Yes, it can. If Marvel lets Spider-Man be Spider-Man, and that's why I'm happy that Sony got it, and I'll talk about that in another video. A lot of these people, I'm tired. I stayed away from YouTube because the algorithm is constantly changing. People are doing this with the character. I'm not into it. That's just not me. That's just not me. But anyway, I don't know what to title this video. Why I hate. I'll find something in the video. I'll find the title for the video because the title of the video is going to be issued. This making the video is it was pretty easy. And this is off the cuff. But yeah, I am tired of the alphabet community agenda in my media. But I'm definitely tired of it in my cartoons. When Disney put a lot of Disney princesses, Disney's been doing that for years. This is before this whole shit blew up in 2018, 19, and 17. They've always done that. And I can't really harp on them because of that. They've been doing that for years. That's why I got away from Disney years ago. Because it never catered to me. It never did. And we're going to talk about Marvel Studios. But we'll handle that in another video. I got a lot to say in that. But my thing is, stop forcing an agenda. Start making quality content. You got that? I ain't got no worries. I got a problem. You want to put gays? I don't care. Like I said earlier, I don't care. Give me a good quality content. Give me story. Give me good characters. And that's the problem. Oh, we got to change Batman to a woman. Who? What? And I'm not saying Batwoman she exists, but the way they're doing it, they're doing it in a way where they're replacing Batman with Batwoman. That's what they're doing. And I love how people say, well, she was always in the comics, yes, but she was never like taking Batman's mantle. She's never been that. That's always been Nightwing. That's always been Terry McGinnis. Nightwing, Terry McGinnis. Dick Grayson and Terry McGinnis. Those are the only two who took Batman's mantle. Okay? Tim Drake got a certain thing did, but there, if you want to go by what the media know, what pretty much the work pretty much is Dick Grayson and fucking Terry McGinnis. Batman Beyond in the comics was Dick Grayson. Tim Drake had his moment, but he was the Red Robin, which that lasts for a cup of coffee. Not Jason Todd. Jason Todd was fucking Red Hood. But the point is, those are the characters, not Batwoman. But they're proving that, hey, men are bad. And I'm like, oh my God. I understand that they wanted to make the women the more focus point, but I'm going off all over this video. I'm going way off. But the point I'm trying to make here, I don't want a agenda in my cartoons. I just want a good quality cartoon. And it's hard to find today. Netflix is getting into that well. They still have some other stuff there. We Cartoon Network is getting into that well. Disney hasn't really dived into that yet. They tease it, they play with it, but they haven't really dived into it. Loud House has teased it a couple times and dived into it, but it's not as much. But it's between the two. And especially after Rocco's Modern Life, they seem like they definitely, Nickelodeon's definitely on not too far away. They've definitely hit the fences with that community a little bit, with the alphabet community. They hit the fence. They haven't jumped over it yet, but they hit the fence. Cora, Loud House, Rocco's Modern, they're getting there. They're about to jump that fence. But they're not there yet. Cartoon Network, they've dabbled into it. Steven Universe is that one they played with. They jumped over it. But they jumped over it on the other side, using aliens and all that other bullshit, which they got away with. But they haven't really jumped over that fence, the one we really know. The one having a human being with another human being that's the same sex. They haven't got there yet. Loud House, on the other hand, is getting there. But my point is, quality content, give it to me, no problems, and you can still have your agenda, but not force feed it, but make it organic with your storytelling. If that makes sense. Alright. As always, guys, I'm out. Thank you for coming again to Teen Titans Go. And have a Johnson D.